My Razorbacks, my basketball coach, Coach Cal. Listen, I'm very much in on Arkansas this season. I talked about it a lot of times early on here. They're going to be a very fun team to watch. Shout out to Inside Arkansas, I believe is the Twitter page where I saw this clip, where they this looked to be some media availability for Coach Cal. And I believe this was either after or before the game they had against Memphis, where Coach Cal formerly coached. Obviously a lot of history there, but he had a quote that was interesting. He says, "Everywhere that I've been when I've left, they are mad. Well, maybe the Kentucky thing, they were happy. I don't know. You have so many relationships when you leave, they don't go away." Kind of alluding to the fact that like Kentucky fans were very happy to kind of kick Cal to the curb, right? They were like, "I'm done with you. It's over. I can't wait to get Mark Pope or the new coach at the time. I just can't wait to get to that." And Coach Cal talked about how, basically they were happy. And that confused him a little bit, it seems like, given like when you watch the clip, see his tone and things like that. Dion, when you watch this, or I don't even watch this, when you hear Coach Cal say this, what do you kind of take away from that? And then I guess truthfully, well, actually, first of all, let's go. What do you take away from that before we start diving into like how these fan bases reacted to Coach Cal coming to their school?
Um, okay. The John Calipari rebrand is special, by the way. Didn't he get fired by the New Jersey Nets?
Listen, we're talking about college basketball here. This is a college basketball podcast. I don't even, was it the Nets?
I thought it was the Nets, or was it the Celtics?
I'm gonna go into our stats and research bag here as you continue on.
I get he's probably only talking college basketball, but you can't say anywhere then, in my opinion. And of course
Yeah, the
UMass.
net you're right, the Nets from 96 and 99.
Yeah, and he got fired. I don't think they cared. Obviously UMass cared. Obviously Memphis cared. And then Kentucky didn't care. So I feel like he's 2 for 2 on teams that cared and teams that didn't care at the moment. And uh yeah, I feel like this is a little bit of revisionist history from Cal, but isn't that what makes Cal so special though? Isn't that what he's supposed to do? He is the ultimate hype man, whether it's for himself or others. Um and he's just in his bag doing the same thing that he normally does, but also there's other teams that didn't care, Cal. And respectfully, he also wasn't mad to leave Kentucky. He needs to remember that portion of it. That was extremely mutual happiness.
I think he was a little bit upset, man. I think he was a little bit upset. Just a
You
little
think it
bit.
was
Just maybe
upset?
like the way they were like forcing this man out like he was destroying the program, right? Like if you looked at it, at least from my point of view, and I could be completely wrong on this one. I'm sorry if I am. But like they were treating this man like he won 4 games, like he was Kenny Payne or something like that. I don't know. It just to me it was a little bit misplaced in how bad of a lens they saw it through. But what that all that means though is that it's Kentucky basketball. It's Kentucky basketball fans. There's a standard. There's a standard. There's a certain way they want to see things, which I commend, by the way. I think it's what makes Kentucky basketball great. It's just tough for me to see, I guess from the outside looking in, just because I got so much respect for Cal. And I thought that he got a little bit of a bad rap at the end there, where it seemed like people kind of wanted to pile on him, right?
Yeah. I mean I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I don't know that I think Kentucky treated him the greatest, but I also don't think he can get up there and say he handled it the greatest either.
Hmm.
Um, I think the way he left, by the way, not enough people talk about that. He tried, in my opinion, on purpose to put Kentucky in a bad position, right? The timing
Did,
of
did
when
he
he
help
left.
him? Didn't he help him though, technically?
I mean, I feel like he helped them because they didn't have to pay the buyout,
Yeah,
right?
like I feel like that's a part that doesn't get remembered as much. He saved them money.
That that portion's fair, but when did he agree to go to Arkansas?
Mm, I
It
can't.
was,
I don't know if I can tell you that date.
I don't know if I remember the date. It was late though, I want to say. I don't feel like he gave them a ton of ample opportunity to be a part of the coaching cycle.
No, probably not. No, because well, if I'm remembering it correctly, Mark Pope was kind of hired on as like a short, not a short-term basis, but like he didn't have much time from hiring to like, oh, season's here, right? Like he had to put together a team pretty quickly.
Yeah, I want to say like Cal went to Arkansas like after the portal opened, and
Hmm.
like then they had to hire Pope quickly, and like he wasn't their first choice. Other coaches got swooped up before they could be involved in it, and then Pope, like you said, Pope very quickly had to put a roster together with like I don't want to say who was left because he put together a phenomenal roster, but like there's a clear difference in this year's Kentucky team and last year's Kentucky team. And I think some of that is the timeliness of how Calipari did things. And I'm not trying to like bash Cal. I just think it's mutual. Like I don't think either party had the best interest of the other party in mind towards the end of the relationship. And it's one of those things where like I'm sure Cal feels some type of way, Kentucky fans probably feel some type of way, and both parties like can feel some type of way because I don't think either one did right by the other.
Yeah, and at the end of things too, like as much as I'm like, you know, Kentucky fans, I think were a little bit sour on him out the door. I'm not saying that's wrong whatsoever. I'm also saying this. Kentucky fans love Cal. I don't care what they like. Obviously, like given that in this time frame, they're like, oh, F that guy. We got Mark Pope, da da da, this, that, and the third. I get that. It's still very fresh, and he went to another SEC school in Arkansas. I understand that. But if I'm also talking to Coach Cal, I would be like, what, this is the second year? Like the wound's still fresh, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Kentucky fans have a right to still like be a little bit upset. The real thing that matters here is that in 20 years, whatever it might be, when it's all said and done, I don't know what they do in honoring coaches for Kentucky, but like he'll have his suit in the rafters.
Do you think he says any of this if John Wall doesn't go to Big Blue Madness?
This was a challenge.
This was like you took my guy, so now I have to fight back.
Nah, I gotta fight back. Y'all were mean to me on the way out.
It's like if De'Aaron Fox goes to Big Blue Madness, I'm not sure we get this quote. But like you can't have John Wall up there doing the Dougie. Like we got to draw the line somewhere. And you know what? I respect it.
Can I make a final ruling on this?
What's that?
Here's my final ruling. Coach Cal, you can't be upset at Kentucky fans given how things played out at the end. You realize how passionate that fan base is. You coach for it for a long time. You understand how they tick. So you got to understand that that's part of it. I think they also love you. I'm gonna put this quite simply. Arkansas is very, very happy to have Coach Cal as their coach. I think those fans are ecstatic. Kentucky fans are extremely happy to have Mark Pope. They love that guy. Everyone here is happy. Everyone here is happy. They think Mark Pope's going to be successful. Coach Cal's still their guy. They're going to honor him eventually when the time comes. Like I said, his patented suit will be put in the rafters. There will be a Calipari corner in Rupp. I don't know what they're going to do, the Calipari concourse, but they're going to honor him in some way. That's really all that matters at the end of this. Like I understand like the whole like I mean they I wish they were more mad that I left. That's a little bit of like I guy mentality there. Like I don't like the way y'all reacted to me leaving. That's kind of why Kentucky fans didn't necessarily like you. That's a little bit of I guy mentality.
Yeah, I agree, but I completely agree. I think they should just stop talking about each other. By the way, like I mean, I feel like Kentucky fans have kind of stopped talking about Cal, right? Like it feels very much so this year. Like Kentucky, what is it? Is it banner eight? What are they chasing?
Not it's
Nine?
number 9, the
My bad.
assignment, Dion. Hand
No,
up. It's all right.
and
Better than Luke Kwan.
Duke's going after six. So I think I just like tried to meet in the middle there.
You just gotta
But
you gotta count on what banner everyone's going for.
absolutely,
But,
absolutely. I think
but
well, Purdue in my lens, Purdue's going for one. I don't do stuff pre like night night. I'm anti all that.
respect.
But yeah, it's just stop talking about each other. Like it's why like if you're Cal, why? You know what I mean? Like you're out of school. I'm assuming he's making as much money as he did at Kentucky, right? Like it's got to be at least similar. Like he has the same exact recruits he would have had at Kentucky. Like how much different does art like if Cal is the Kentucky coach. Doesn't he just have the Arkansas roster plus maybe like somebody else from like maybe JQ, which would be sick, I guess. But like I feel it's not like Darius Acuff and Michael Thomas wouldn't be on Cal's roster no matter what he did. You know that Arkansas roster is really good. They would just be wearing blue. So like who cares, man? Like move on, get over it. Kentucky fans have. They have their guy in Pope. Assignment 9, they're locked in on it and they're focused. And Cal should be focused on whatever Arkansas's assignment is, like maybe a senator run.
Yeah, I think Senator Cal the senator one would be crazy. Yeah, look, I think that it's look, I think it's Cal just being himself. It is what it is, and I don't think he's wrong. I don't think any. That's my main takeaway. That's actually what I'm trying to get to. I don't think anyone's wrong in this situation. But everyone in this situation is going to take a shot to act like they're hurt by the situation. But at the end of the day, everyone went their separate ways, and I think every fan base is happy. So just be happy. How about that? You know, there's teams out there that don't have a two guard, by the way. Shout out to Michigan State. So shout out to Cal though, my guy, my Razorbacks for what it's worth. Just know that.